When I was 15, I placed very high up in the annual provincial mathematics contest. This was an interesting challenge because the problems you were presented with, the solutions weren't based on anything you'd studied so far. So you had to sort of extrapolate and make up inventive things to get to the solutions. As a result of this small achievement, I got a call from a major life insurance company to come in and talk to one of their vice presidents. I had no idea what the guy wanted. You see that Buick in the lot over there, David? That's mine. And you see this photo here on the desk? That's my wife and kids. So the thing is, why I'm telling you this is if you choose to study actuarial mathematics, son, we will pay for your entire university tuition. You'll have a great job every summer, and when you graduate, you'll have your own desk and probably a senior position. More importantly, boy, you will be part of a wonderful community. Aha, I practically ran out of there screaming. If setting my hair on fire to escape this had been required, I'm sure I wouldn't have hesitated for a moment. You know, when Murray Hamilton, the actor, what's the movie with Dustin Hoffman? When he says to Dustin Hoffman, who plays Benjamin, tells him that the most important word of the day was plastics. Well, I knew exactly how the character felt. There was a comedy with heavy shoes, for sure. It's true, I was good at math, but my interest was completely in abstract and theoretical mathematics. In grade 7, for no known reason, right in the middle of a particularly dull geography class, I suddenly jumped up in the aisle and declared, like I'd just discovered plutonium, "Mathematics is poetry!" As my son likes to say, "Hey, Dad, you're an artistic soul. Give yourself a break." I was so upset and confounded by the man in the gray flannel suit that I ran to Rabbi Schachter for solace and advice. Now, Reb Zalman, as he was known, was a genius and a controversial figure his whole life. He had an intellect that was frighteningly broad, detailed, and deep, and he was also the poster boy for live life to the hilt. When I told him that this dull clerk of a man in the insurance office had basically offered me my whole life in some Faustian exchange for servitude to the cause of statistics and premiums for the next 50 years, I fully expected the good rabbi to, pat me on the back and sympathize with me and tell me, go home, David, and just, read a nice book and forget about all this. Instead, he sprung on me an alternate plan, his plan. Insurance, please. I can get you a scholarship to Brandeis University. You know who lectures in the cafeteria at lunch hour? Eleanor Roosevelt, Mort Saul, all the best thinkers and influences of our time. Yeah, well, maybe I should have listened. Maybe my whole world would have been different. Boston, New York, spectacular American opportunities. Instead, I left his office in a daze. I was depressed down to my socks. What are these crazy people going on about? I was 15 years old. I had no plans. The only thing I was interested in was sex and a chocolate milkshake, preferably at the same time. Pickle. When you hear your life being arranged for you, especially by people who don't know you from Adam, run as fast as you can.